Good morning YouTube family, and welcome back to another video on the beautiful streets of Algeria. It has been quite a cold morning, let me tell you that, but instead of driving, instead of getting an Uber, I decided let me engage again in the society. Seeing as how it's around 8 o'clock in the morning, I said I want to walk through the neighborhood, I want to experience it fully for myself. And the first neighborhood I walked through was absolutely insane. There was massive police presence everywhere, road barricades off. Some of the biggest, most luxurious houses and villas, I actually screenshot it on my phone. Obviously I didn't record it because I presume the embassy is very high businessmen and women, and I was like, I did not want to run into any trouble, especially literally on every police corner outside all the houses were policemen. So I was like, not today. And then after that I walked through an area that I would say was a much lower affluential area, but initially when I walked in I was like, oh, is this a good idea? But everyone has been unbelievably friendly, have been really nice. And another thing that I saw, what I thought was very good, is as you see in all the city centers or all the, let's say, area where the politicians, the government and everything stay, the streets are spotless. And when I was walking around this morning to this area, I saw the same effort being taken. So the same people coming and sweeping the streets and just making sure it was absolutely spotless. I'm now going through another, I actually thought it was a park, that's also why I walked this way. It turns out there's a cemetery behind me, but everyone has just been on their way to work. This is a slightly less busy area, so that's why I decided to quickly take the phone out, record a little bit, because I also didn't want to walk around having a phone in like people's faces when they're all getting ready for work. But it is really lovely. And one thing that I can see that they really like here is their murals. So they draw like paint murals everywhere. Most of them are about musicians or football players, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a really welcoming type feeling. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep on walking a little bit more. I'm going to take you with me. I cannot wait to show you what I'm coming to see. This is like what I should have done absolutely months ago, but I never ever got the opportunity. Everyone was telling me, this is what you got to come and do, this is what you have to see, this is what you have to showcase, because this is something that us as Algerians, not me talking about the Algerians and myself, that are telling me that they're extremely proud of and very patriotic for. So I thought, what a perfect opportunity. It was freezing, I thought it was going to rain, but I thought, you know, let's just push on. And this is what I was saying with how clean the streets are. Absolutely spotless, no rubbish lying around, which is really nice. And it's been an absolutely wonderful walk. When I initially checked it out on the maps, it said, and I loaded it on my watch, it said it was going to be mostly flat. It turned out it was mostly flat because it goes down like 270 meters and up 275 meters. So it averaged it out. But when I was walking up the hill, I was like, goodness gracious, I'm completely out of breath. But I can actually see the area that I'm walking to now. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Let's keep on changing the narrative of Algeria. Let's keep on showcasing the beauty and just everything that this amazing country has to offer. So if you're not already part of the family, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, share the video around. It really helps gaining momentum and changing this narrative. So let's continue and go exploring. I have officially made it to my destination. So over here you can see there's like a massive helipad and a whole area if they want to hold banquets and everything. That I also believe it is a shopping mall, and there are some shops and everything like that in the background. But once again, as I said, absolutely stunning views and completely clean. But that's not the impressive part. The impressive part is just over my shoulder, and we've arrived at the Martyr monument. And just take that in. That is absolutely incredible. Apparently there's an eternal flame underneath it, so I'm definitely going to go and check it out. You can see there are a lot of people all paying respects, taking photos. There are two massive statues on either sides of men fighting for obviously their liberation and their freedom, holding weapons, which are done so beautifully. So I'm going to walk up all these steps and then go and check out. Apparently the view the other side is absolutely exquisite, but even just the view from here, it is something to behold. I don't know, it feels like a set out of a movie. Like, it's just, you can feel the impact that it has on you when you arrive here. So I'm looking forward to walking up and checking it out. I have now made my way around the back side of it, but the views are just absolutely breathtaking because I was unable to get up there. There's a soldier and everything there, but it is absolutely exquisite. If you have a look behind me, it is massive. You have the eternal flame busy, literally, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's literally right up there. And then you have an absolutely incredible 360-degree view. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go and have a look at the view, and then I'm going to try and walk down, because apparently there are some beautiful, beautiful gardens that make up the whole area flowing down. So I'm going to try and get there. I'm going to try and look that up. And yeah, I don't know why it's enclosed. In other videos I saw people walking all the way up to the top of it, but it is what it is. Got to respect it. So I'm trying to get it a little bit closer, have a look at it, and then just take the view and walk my way down to the Miracle Garden, and then walk my way all the way back up. I was told I would find a viewpoint up here that has the best view of Algiers, and they were not wrong. I feel like I'm on the top of the hill in Monaco looking down over the city center, but that is something special. Like, I've got chills. I'm so happy that I actually ended up walking up here and being able to see this, because it is just, it's impactful. As I said earlier, you can see the harbor, the Algiers city center down there, and then if I just keep on panning, there is an absolutely exquisite view. So you can see the bay down there, you can see the mosque. That is actually the biggest mosque in the whole of Africa sticking out there. It just looks absolutely incredible. As it's still around now, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, you can see the fog cover coming off. But wow, wow, wow. It is just absolutely breathtaking. And then if you just swivel this way and have a look up here, you have the Martyr's monument. So on the hill, the best view in the whole house. But just take all of that in. As soon as I got here and I just looked, I was like, this feels like I'm on the top of the hill in Monaco. But absolutely, absolutely beautiful. I have also just realized, whilst taking this absolutely amazing view, that the gardens I would like to get to are down there, which means there's only one way to get to them, and I'm pretty sure it's walking down this extremely steep hill, which means I'm going to have to walk all the way back up, but it's going to be totally worth it. Just the view from up here, just taking in, having a look down there over those gardens is just, it is extremely, extremely special and extremely moving, especially looking at the view that way. But even towards the city, I just cannot decide which one I like better. That side, you get the whole city in, which is incredible. This side, you get the massive ground mosque. There's also a mosque a little bit in the background there. I hope the gardens are open, because there's no one that seems to be in there. There's another massive development happening over here. I'm pretty sure there's the Sofitel over here, because I can see what looks like their pool area, what I've noticed online. But just absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Like, we had no idea Algeria was going to look like this, and so far it's exceeded our expectation and just really blown us away in every single aspect. I ended up walking all the way from the top all the way to the bottom, but whilst I was at the top, there was a group of guys and they kept on saying like la something car or la something motor, but I was like, no, I thought they were offering me a lift, and I was saying like, no, I'll prefer to walk, I don't need anyone to drive me, don't worry about it, but I appreciate it. But what I think they were saying cable car, because when I was coming down the mountain, I could see there was actually a cable car going down and a cable car coming up. So I was like, well, that explains why the roads were extremely narrow, very, very hard to walk on with all the cars, and there was no one else walking. So I have only 200 dinar with me, because I never like to carry a lot of money with me. I just know 200 is usually where you can get yourself a coffee, but this is the station where you can actually pick up the cable car. So I'm hoping it will be enough. I can see the gardens where I want to get to now, so I'm going to take a stroll over there. But just super cool, you can see it in the background, all the infrastructure going uphill, going down the hill. So just the fact people could do that. And then that is also the metro stop. I know the metro stop's just over there. So I'm going to stop filming now and I'm going to make my way across it because I want to get the first moment of seeing it, because everyone said it's absolutely breathtaking. And yeah, it was also a little bit chilly walking down the hill. I was like blowing steam when I was walking, but everyone's been super friendly so far. It's absolutely beautiful. I saw some what almost look like castles on the way down. One of them was a museum you can go in, so I'm going to run across the street now. I'm going to enter this beautiful place, see how much it is. Hopefully 200 dinar must give me entrance into there, and then go and explore it. It ended up being 150 dinar to enter, so 50 dinar left to hopefully take the cable car out. But have a look at that. Absolutely beautiful, pristinely maintained. You can see the fountain's not running right now, but it could be because it's quite early in the morning. But wow, 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 just like all the concertinaing of it, the perfectly manicured bushes. And then they have these areas on the side where you can stand and use as a viewpoint. So I'm going to use it as a viewpoint so I'm not in the way. But take a look. It kind of feels like the gardens have in Washington or in Chicago. It is absolutely beautiful. You can even hear some water running in the background, some birds chirping. And apparently this complex is absolutely massive. Like, it does not only go deep, it also goes from side to side. So I'm pretty much looking forward to it. But wow. And then I think if I swivel this way, look at the view. Wow, that is absolutely incredible. I am actually quite amazed. It is so tranquil. You can hear the birds in the background. There's lots of people walking around. I think they also use it as an opportunity to come somewhere scenic for couples and that, because there are a lot of couples around. I'm probably the only single person walking around here. But you can see the backdrop. It's just absolutely incredible. It seems like there are private residences actually off the side, because I walked on some of the little side roads off the beaten path. That's usually like me. If there's somewhere like, I want to go and explore that, they're busy manicuring the grass, chopping the trees. I see there's a place also where you can sit and have a coffee, so maybe I'll go and do that. And then all the way down there, but just looking up at like this massive, that looks like castle, that concertina is down, the Martyr monument on the top of the hill. And just to have a place like this that is so tranquil, but it's in the city, you can come get some peace and quiet. It's really, really beautiful, and I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. And I think that's like the flip side. It's like, if more people know about this, or more tourists want to start coming to the country, it might take away that aspect from it, because as I say, everywhere I go, I'm only the tourists, or my family's the only tourists that are around. So it's like, it gives you such a unique viewpoint and such a feel for the actual country, because a lot of countries where it's absolutely inundated with tourists, it loses the authenticity of it. So the fact that you get the authenticity from the people from these places, and that's why I think it's so hard to get a visa, because they don't want to lose that makes them so special. And then we have another look down here, but this view behind me, I'm actually going to go and take a photo of this now, because this is insane, and send it to all of my friends all over the world, because they're not going to believe me that this is in Algeria. It's crazy. Either the person that lives in this property is very rich, or it is an animal center or a zoo, because I'm hearing so many different sounds of exotic type animals. You can probably hear it faintly in the background, but I had one of the most genuine encounters I've ever had. And so that's why, if you follow the journey and you see me around and you want to come say hello, I absolutely love it. It means the world to me. And I think he was the architect for this park, and he was walking around, and he came up to me and he showed me his phone, and he was like, "Are you Callan from TikTok?" Because also I post a lot of content on TikTok showcasing Algeria in a much shorter form. So if you want to check that out, just search Callan Wesley on TikTok and it will come up. And I was like, yes. I spoke to him and he's like, thank you so much for all of the positive news that you're sharing on our country, because just no one's doing it. And then we had a really, really genuine conversation. He was saying even when he goes to the Netherlands, people do not believe that this is the type of facilities, this is the type of development that this type of country has, how friendly the people are, how engaging they are. And he's like, literally, you're walking around, people invite you into their house to have tea. And I said that's true. It's happened to me quite a few times. So just all in all, I said thank you so much. He showed that he was subscribed to me on there, had liked the content, and it was just a really, really, really genuine, special moment. So I really, really appreciated that. Now I'm walking down another type of alleyway, if you can call it that, but with trees, and it is really, really, it's just blowing my mind away. Obviously it's just coming out of winter, so you can see in the background all the trees, the leaves have been shed. There's a little place that you can grab a coffee, but the amount of time and effort they put into making sure this place is kept spotless is absolutely incredible. I can see it also sells like shawarmas, kebabs, everything like that, gelato. They have restrooms. Maybe I'll get something here, but I think I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty yet. I'd rather just keep on exploring, keep on walking around, but I highly, highly recommend this place. If you're in the city center, you can take the metro line to get straight down here. If you're at the Martyr's Monument, you can either walk like I did or take the cable car, but I'm yet to try it. So I also heard that when I was talking to gentlemen, that people use it as a mode of transportation, not only to come to the park. So it will probably be very, very busy just due to the fact that it's a working day. But all in all, blown away. Highly, highly, highly recommended. And I think you can't go wrong here. It's so scenic, it's so relaxing. I've probably been walking around for like 45 minutes to an hour, and I'm really, really having just a very, very good day. As I said, literally as you come out, you have this beautiful building over here overlooking it, and then right down here you have the metro line. So if you're in the city and you want to get an easy trip in, come and use the metro station. You can see and actually hear that a train has recently gone past. Monument on the hill, absolutely stunning. Look at all of the warriors and everything that they've done in absolutely beautiful, beautiful tile on the side there. But now I'm going to make my way to that little office over there, see how much it is for me to take the cable car up, because it would make my life a lot easier. But if not, I guess we will be walking, which will be just as fun. But yeah, absolutely blown away just by the beauty. You can see the buses, so many buses getting everyone around, and just really, really well maintained and well looked after city, I have to say. Alright, took the cable car, survived it, and you can see behind me there were actually quite a lot of people on it. That's why I was like, oh, I can video going up, but I was not able to video as much as I would have liked to. But the fact that probably took 1 minute, it felt really secure actually. It was very smooth. The guy obviously just made sure when he got on that everyone was equally distributed and balanced, not having like 10 people at the back and one in the front, because that would be a little bit crazy. But now, seeing as how we're back at the top, literally, I'm not even joking, I probably saved like 45 minutes worth of walking, and a lot of pain that I saved because my legs would have been dead by the end of it. But now we're at the part where it's like kind of the shopping mall type area thing. In the background you have the Martyr Square at the top. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a walk through there and then all the way back, and then either find a coffee shop or just decide that it's not my fate. I think I also can maybe only afford a shot, because now I have 30 dinar left. That's also what I didn't actually mention, that it was only 20 dinar to use that cable car. So just literally a couple cents, not even if you're converting, dividing it by however much to get the conversion ratio. But it has just been such an amazing day, such an amazing experience, and I'm so grateful to be here. As I said, and also the fact that I didn't just take a car, drive around. I really said I wanted to walk. I wanted to really interact with people, because that's in all the countries that I've lived, I've loved to do. So yeah, as I said, some people enjoying the sun. And then before we start walking back, one last final look at the memorial. But wow, what a view. I was busy just taking a break, sitting on these steps here, taking it all in, and going through all the footage that I had today. And I realized I already have so much footage. I don't just want to continue filming. The rest of the day is not going to be too exciting. I'd rather keep it and save it all for a new adventure. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the support, and just hearing that we are able to have an influence on changing the narrative and people getting pride from what I'm able to showcase. It makes us all worthwhile. So thank you all so much for watching. I know we're right next to a really busy highway now, but this is going to be my way back home. Or I can find a taxi. I'm going to jump in the taxi and see if they can hook me up. So thank you all so much for the support. Thank you for all the likes, all the shares. If you're not part of the family, hit the subscribe button, join the family, and I'll see everyone on the next adventure.